Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies and comrades, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. This is Kenyan Revolutionary. Karibu, 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 karibu. Oh, shaba saba. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. I hope you're doing well. I really hope you are doing well wherever you are. I hope so. I hope so. Are you doing okay? Is everything okay? How was work today? How was your business today? How is everything? I hope you're not going through any kind of discouraging things, the mountains that people go through sometimes. But I hope you're doing well, okay? This is Kenyan Revolution, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies and comrades. Today, we are going to talk about Kenyan politics in general, okay? No particular topic, but, we'll go with the flow. Of course, the news of the day in Kenya is the U.S. ambassador to Kenya, Miss Meg Whitman, the billionaire who ran for gubernatorial seats a few years back and found herself in Kenya as the U.S. ambassador to Kenya. Of course, she failed in that race because she was accused of employing undocumented workers, okay? So she made her way to Kenya. She is a Republican, but there's some Republicans who are what they call them rhinos. They're not really Republicans, but anyway, I don't know how she made her way. She made her way to Kenya to become the ambassador there, the U.S. ambassador to Kenya. Probably because of a relationship with the Democrats. The hierarchy. If you're a CEO, you probably depending on your kind of company. These guys know each other, okay? Meg Whitman was CEO of Hewlett Packard, whatever the case is. She was also the CEO of eBay and many other countries, and she's been sitting on different boards. So she kind of rubbed shoulders with who is who in Washington, D.C. So it's not a surprise that she found herself in a diplomatic position somewhere deep, sub-Saharan Kenya, sub-Saharan continent, sub-Saharan Africa, okay? And I don't know, she's been here in Kenya for what, 2-3 years or something like that? I don't even know, okay? But there's a lot of Kenyans who are very happy about this. Jacinta Teresa Smith, I see you in the comment section. Karibu sana, karibu sana, karibu sana, karibu sana, karibu sana, okay? Karibu sana. Get in, ladies and gentlemen. Take your time as you make your way here. If this is your first time, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're wondering what this channel is all about, we talk about Kenyan politics, or should I say politics, as also sometimes we talk about global politics as it relates to this wonderful country called Kenya. So we just mix it up a little bit, but it's mostly confined. Concentration is in Kenyan politics, okay? So, karibu sana. If that's what you're wondering, that's what my channel is about. It's Kenyan politics. And I will put in the link for anyone who wants to come in and chime in, give us his or her 5 cents on the matter on anything that we are talking about here. The big discussion in Kenya, of course, we had the US elections that happened last week or so, where Donald Trump was announced to be the winner. And everyone, not only in Kenya, but in Africa, let me just limit it to Kenya, is wondering, what does that mean to Kenyans? Are we going to have an ambassador who is less intrusive, unlike Miss Meg Whitman, who is making her way out of Kenya? One thing I've noticed about Meg Whitman, she does not have a thick skin. She does not have a thick skin. She does not have a thick skin. Any signs of any kind of conflict, this lady hops on a private plane and leaves. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm sad that she's leaving or whatever. I'm indifferent in this. I don't feel any kind of way. I don't really care about her because I thought she was not adding anything positive to Kenyans. She was not helping any Kenyans. If anything, her intrusive nature. Oh, Gypsy Corner, you are here. Gypsy Corner. Gypsy Corner, I have a bone to pick with you. I have a bone to pick with you. Please, Gypsy Corner. I've heard that. Let me tell you something. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me digress. Gypsy Corner, I've heard that you have a channel that is perpetuating some negative stuff, and you're going to other channels to recruit people, and you've been you and Annie have causing chaos, and you have your own channel that is scattering other people. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Gypsy Corner, Annie, mumeshawekwa kwa blacklist on the other side of the aisle. Nyinyi ndio watu mnachochea chochea huko. that was Let me take a good laugh. I need it. I need it in my life. A good laugh is what everybody needs. The executive host. Let me just call it the executive host. I heard about that. I had to check it out myself. I love it. I love it. I love it. He's anyway. Well, let's I guess we are being called, this is the gossip channel. That's what they're telling us. We are being labeled as the gossip channel. I don't know. Go look at my past videos. We talk about politics, okay? Right? Oh, okay. So it was on, huh? Listen, Mr. Executive Host is losing his marbles. He's losing it. I don't know what's. Let me tell you something. Wangira was supposed to be here yesterday, but I had some problems. Connection problems. And listen, since Wangira came here, Wangira is a very controversial. Not that what he says is controversial or how he behaves or anything else. It's just the fact that Wangira, I don't know if he fell out with the other channel. So the people from the other channel have been, let me just say the executive host of that channel feels some type of way about Wangira leaving that platform. Or at least, I guess he left that platform. I don't know the nature of the relationship, but he seems to be hurt about that feeling. So he's lashing out on everybody. His hate for this channel is growing exponentially. But hey, like I said, I have no problem with you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're going through, Mr. Executive Host, but that's on you. You need to look inside. You need to have a moment of introspection. Look inside you, see what's wrong, okay? Because if you're kicking out because they have a different view, they think Raila is a con man, and you're getting agitated over that, then maybe the problem is you, okay? So don't bring that hate wave this way. Please. Positive vibes over here. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Like the video. Please come in. I'm giving you time. Come in. Anyone who has the link, I'll give you the link. Come in. If you want to say something, say whatever you want to say, okay? Just go say he called you I say what? He called you a gossip channel because I told Harun to join me here, and he said Wanjira came here in protest. Listen, Wanjira can come here for whatever reason he wants. If he wants to come here because he's protesting against the other channel, that's up to Wanjira. That's his prerogative. I can tell him what to do. I can tell him where to go. I'm not going to muzzle his voice. I'm not going to kick him out. If he wants to say something, he will say it freely. Okay? If he doesn't want to come here, that's fine. If he wants to come here, that's fine. I have no control over anybody. Okay? So, there's no gossip here. Yes, we'll talk about you, your channel, because you have a bigger platform and you're a public figure, I guess. You're a pastor to make it worse. So we are going to hold you on a higher standards than the average Joe. But if we see that your behavior is ungodly, okay, and you label people names, then that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. So don't feel bad because some people are coming in this channel to say hi or participate once here. Don't feel bad. That's on you. Like I said, our channels are run differently. You know, just to say, for example, I don't ask for money. I don't ask them. I don't ask the viewers to pay my bills. I don't, because I understand how everyone works for their money. Enjoy your money. If they want to give and they give, that's out of their own volition. But I'm not going to be asking for money every month. Hey, StreamYard is this money. Hey, you did it. Mukai ustari wambele. No. That is out. We don't do that. Not because I'm rich, not because I have a lot of money. I don't. I work just like everybody else. But I'm not going to ask for money. Ile mtu anataka kutoa pesa atoe tu kivyake. Ile moyo wake ametoa, lakini mimi sitaki pesa ya mtu. I know how hard it is to work for your money, okay? That's one example. Number two, people can speak their minds here. As long as you're not disrespectful or you're unreasonable, tutakutupa nje. So that's the second part. And number three, you have your core people. You are a bigger channel. You have core people who come to your channel who participate. Wanaingia hapo, wanaingia ni panelist waka kila siku. So that's the difference, okay? I just ramble here for an hour or two. Alafu naenda zangu, okay? We ramble there for 8 hours, 7, 10, and you have your people joining. That's the difference. I'm not saying my channel is better than yours. We just run it differently, okay? But ni shauri yako. Sorry, I told Bella I'm not scared of him. Raila is still a... No, you did. I don't even have a channel. If you have, then I have. Mi nilisikia Gypsy Corner. Gypsy Corner has a channel, a gossip channel that, and she goes there with Annie to cause trouble. So alisema atachuja watu mpaka hata kwa WhatsApp atachuja watu, okay? Executive host. Yeah. But anyway, Mr. Pastor, Mr. Executive host, don't waste your time studying my stuff. You study your own channel, do what you've been doing for years, keep it moving. Leave me the heck alone. The people that come here and stop by and want to participate in this, I let them. They do their thing, they go, okay? I'm not holding anyone. I don't have anyone's number. I don't have contact with any of your people, okay? So keep it there, okay? Keep the drama to your mama. Keep your drama to your mama. Keep your drama to your mama. Keep your drama to your mama. Okay? All right. Now that we've cleared that up, let's get back to the issue of the day. Pitpal Kaur, nice seeing you. I hope you're doing well. You know, you know how Annie and please keep on going there and keeping that man on his toes. The guy, I mean, he's so deluded. He thinks I go there to try to get people to come to my channel. I don't fish for people. Me, I mean, Gypsy can tell you. I don't know how many times I tell you. I had, what, 10 subscribers? Then Gypsy was here and a few other people were coming, feeling sorry for me while I was yelling for 1 hour, 2 hours. So please, I don't go to other channels to ask for people to come to my channel. I just stay here and I make noise, and they make noise, and the people who want to share it, they share it. If they don't share, that's fine. Enough of my ranting, because this is not what you came for. You came here to listen to my political stuff. Mabry is in the house. Mabry. Oh, Mabry is alive. Thank you. I'm glad Mabry is alive. I was worried about Mabry. Mabry. I called Ruto and I asked him, Ruto, did you take Mabry where you took Aoko? Because we don't know where Aoko is. Somebody got into Aoko's Twitter page, or X now, and started tweeting. And when he was asked, or he or she was asked to show the picture, if that's Aoko, they deactivated the account. Where is Aoko, people? Where is Aoko? What has happened to Aoko? We need to do a thorough investigation into this issue. Let's look into this. Where is Aoko? Let me put the link here in case Mabry wants to get in, because I know Mabry is our chief correspondent. He will tell us what's going on. Unajua kwa ground huko kamili. So it's up to you, Mabry. You don't have to get in. Like I say, I don't beg people to come into the studio. If you want to, you can come too. If you have something you want to tell me, or you want to share with me, or to share with the people, or debate me on my position, I appreciate it, okay? Si lazima. Kama unataka kukaa kama gypsy kona unakaa huko, na unachoma from the chat. Woo! Hey, Kafini is cooking in. I love it. Karibuni. Let's get started. We were on Meg Whitman. I said Meg Whitman does not have thick skin. Meg Whitman, every time there is any kind of difficulty or she's facing any kind of adversity, she will hop on a private plane and fly out of the country, like you saw when Gen Zs were nearing, okay? So Meg Whitman is like the same thing when the controversy came out when she was running as governor for California. When that controversy came out that she had employed someone who is undocumented, an illegal alien, so to speak, she lost a thing and she lost the race. Okay, she's a CEO. She's comfortable being a CEO, being driven around, ordering people around, sitting on board meetings. Okay, like this, exactly what she was doing when she was in Kenya. She was going to State House, talking to Ruto, telling him what to do, going to another ministry, the Minister of Defense, Soipan, whatever her name is. And yes, did Mzalendo pay you already? We're about to collect. Where is, what's his name? Where is Nyagaka? Nyagaka is still AWOL. Since he lost, we haven't seen him. Yes. So, Meg Whitman, she has left. Well, she resigned. By the way, guys, there's a really nice Netflix show that's called, I think it's called The Ambassador. It's about a US ambassador. It kind of helps you understand how it gives you an insight of how things work out. So it can help you, you'll understand why Meg Whitman was frustrated. But it's a nice show. I just started watching it. I'm on the first season. It's only 2 seasons in. So guys, if you like Netflix and chill for the weekends, please go check it out. I think it's called The Ambassador or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Please tell me, how much was it he's supposed to pay you? Let's get to this news. Oh, you watched it? Okay. I just got started. I think I'm like four episodes in. So I'll continue watching it, okay? It kind of gives us an idea of how ambassadors, Yeah, I'm glad you watch it. I'm glad. Good. All right, Meg Whitman. Let's get to it. And we shall also talk about other stuff. 100 euros. Wow. That's a lot of money.
Confirmed in a statement where she informed both her team and the U.S. Embassy and outgoing President Joe Biden. Her resignation comes days after Republican Donald Trump was elected U.S. President. Whitman was appointed by Joe Biden, who is a Democrat. Let's get more from our very own Melita Olentengis.
In her 2 years as the U.S. ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman has cozied up to the government of the day, choosing to adopt a different stance from previous envoys of our country, who, though cordial with government, were critical when needed. In her resignation statement, Whitman pointed out that she serves at the request of the U.S. president, a subtle acknowledgement of the changes in her country. Republican Donald Trump trounced the Democratic Party's presidential candidate, Vice President Kamala Harris. Whitman says, and I quote, "Like all U.S. ambassadors, I serve at the request of the president. The American people have spoken, and a new president will be inaugurated in January. I wish him and his new team success." The American business mogul turned envoy, highlighting key achievements during her tenure as U.S. ambassador to Kenya, from delivering emergency funding to tackle the devastating floods in 2023, to contributing to the ongoing battle against malaria, HIV, and Mpox. Whitman emphasized that the U.S. government remains committed to Kenya's health and well-being. She also points to the landmark elevation of Kenya as America's first major non-NATO ally in sub-Saharan Africa, saying, and I quote, "This year, the United States elevated Kenya as its first major non-NATO ally in sub-Saharan Africa, reflecting the importance our countries place on standing shoulder to shoulder to protect our shared democratic values and enhance security." However, her tenure as U.S. ambassador to Kenya was not without its controversies. Her statement calling Kenya's 2022 elections as free and fair sparked a backlash from then-opposition leader Raila Odinga, who took issue with her assessment.
Tell the rogue ambassador, Kenya is not United States. Kenya is not a colony of United States. Keep your mouth shut.
It would be very ungrateful for us to vilify the people who are creating opportunities for us. We have 200 billion investment from the American government.
Tensions between Whitman and Odinga eventually eased after Odinga and President William Ruto found common ground, aligning their political interests. However, the U.S. envoy has of late come under attack on social media, especially after the Gen Z protests, with a section of Kenyans criticizing her cozy ties with the Kenya Kwanza administration, especially in the wake of abductions and disappearances of youth who participated. The rights violations have been blamed on the President William Ruto-led administration. Whitman's political journey has been anything but straightforward. A former Republican, she ran as the party's nominee for California governor in 2010, but lost. Yet in recent years, she shifted her support to Democratic candidates, backing Hillary Clinton in 2016 and Joe Biden in 2020. Her substantial contributions to Biden's campaign paved the way for her diplomatic appointment in 2022, signaling a departure from her Republican roots. The return of Donald Trump to the White House may have proved a challenge to her position as the ambassador. Charge d'Affaires Mark Dillard will hold fort till the next ambassador is appointed by the incoming U.S. administration. Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Hold on. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Meg Whitman, I think her time was up anyway. I don't know when. I know. Okay. Of course, that a new regime is coming in with Trump and his own team, because Trump will choose his own Secretary of State. The Secretary of State will work with the president to choose the ambassadors. So that's a new regime that will maybe Meg Whitman was informed that we'll not keep you there. We shall not keep you there for whatever reasons. Maybe the intelligence community briefed the incoming administration that, hey, this lady is not popular. People don't like her. They feel like she's intrusive. So please bring us somebody new. And that's probably what happened. So she'll have to go back, because sometimes a new regime will keep the ambassador there. Most times they don't. They bring their own team. Okay, it just depends. Just depends with how things. Let's say if it was if Nani won, if Kamala won, probably Meg Whitman will probably stay there. So it just depends. Just depends. Oh, is he? Yeah, he can come have it. I give my number freely. Hata kipu ukitaka namba yangu, I'll give you my number. Munitafute, mukuje munichinje. Mimi sitaki mambo mingi. Hata mukimaliza, mnajua Mungu wangu ako hapa. Mungu wangu Mungu wangu. Wanataka kuniua. Faruk. Anyway, I'm just joking. Oh yeah. Tell him to come in. I'll give him my number. He can give me his number too. Anyone who wants my number, I'm free. Ruto, if you want my number. Faruk, if you want my number, I'll give you my number. We'll talk, we'll discuss. Ndio tuonane. Kama tunataka kumenyana mangumi, kama kumesiasa, kama mnataka kunipeleka date, pia ni sawa. Kwani nini? Iko nini? Ay, tugul. Anyway, I'm in such a ebullient mood. Mnajua ebullient nyinyi? Nyinyi hata mjue ebullient nini? I'm in a ebullient mood. Nakunywa Coca-Cola na niko sawa. Gypsy Corner is telling me, karibuni sana, mkitaka kuingia mniambie mambo ya Meg Whitman pia ni sawa. Karibuni. Ai, lakini nyinyi hata mniambie karibuni. Kaeni tu hapo. Sawa, mkae tu hivyo. Muendeleni tu hivyo. Mnanitreat vibaya. Mnasema ati mimi nasengenya watu hapa. Okay. Whitman saying that she helped the fight against malaria, HIV, and Mpox is laughable. This project has been on since 70s, before her time. She should take Ruto, Raila, and Abdel Nasir Abdullahi. Yes, I saw what Abdel Nasir, Nani, the Grand Mule, she was like, oh, this, she has done an impeccable job. I was like, what the? I'm trying to be a good Christian, so I will not be cussing anymore. I'm changed, okay? I'm changed. I'm a changed man. Whitman was up. Oh, sorry. Whitman time was up. Why people are shocked. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Her time was up. The new administration probably passed the message that, hey, listen, we are not going to extend your stay in Kenya. Ishia. So why is she resigning? Time yako imefika. Okay? Yeah, ask him to join the stream. I'll share my number. He can give me his number. I can call him and we can do something. Okay? Thank you, Kipril, for passing the message. Now we keep wacha kupotea sana, okay? But I know you belong to the Democrats on that. Sisi ni Republican hapa. Sisi ni watu wa Trump hapa. Yeah? Trump terengenye. Trump tidim. I'm joking. Trump ndio Raila wetu. Yeah? Trump tidim. Yeah? Hey. Yeah? Yeah. But thank you, Kip, for sending the message. Please tell him, join the stream. We can share, exchange numbers. I have no problem. I will share my email number or whatever you want. Whatever you want, I will share with you. We can keep in contact. And in your at Kip, 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 I saw you. You know this Kip ni mtu what's the liberals? What are the liberals in UK? What are they called? They're not the Tories. What's the other one? There's the Tories and there's the, what do they call them? Please, somebody, Gypsy, can you help me? What are the liberals called in England? There's the Tories who are the Neo, and there's Labour Party. Yes, thank you. Keep. I saw him with what's his name? The prime minister that just left. Yule alikuwa na nywele funny. What's his name? I forgot his name. He had a shaggy hair, a very funny guy. Before the lady, there was mulikuwa mnachange ma prime minister nikaa kila siku every week. What was going on with you guys? Mulieka Mwindi mkatoa. Before Mwindi kulikuwa na demu wengine, I forgot her name. Then before that, just Labour people. Like I say, yeah, Boris. Boris was funny. Dude. Like I said, my favorite politician, I usually tell Gypsy here, my favorite politician, he's not a politician anymore. I think he lost elections. What's his name? The host of Moats, George Galloway. George Galloway is the man. I don't care what nobody say. George Galloway is my guy. I don't care. Anyone that goes against George Galloway, I'm against you immediately. So, yeah. And I watch his show too. I haven't had time, but I like his show. Mother of all talks. Please follow him. Keep wearing Labour kabisa, Labour Party kabisa. Yeah. But anyway, nice seeing you. Anyways, I was saying, hata leo hata nashindwa kuzungumza mambo. The abductions are going on. Thank you for Miriam for reminding me about the abductions. The abductions are going on, by the way. So there's a guy, I didn't get quite, I don't know if they say he's a businessman. I don't know if he's also a blogger or whatever the case is. Well, in Labour is for big government and overtaxing. Yes. Well, that's what liberals are. The same thing with Obama and his gang. Democrats. Big government. Well, yeah. Big government. I don't know about taxing. Well, they claim to be taxing the rich, but they actually don't tax the rich. They tax everybody. Republicans at least unasemanga, yeah, sisi, we'll raise the taxes just because so that we can, we should ease the taxes for the rich because the rich are the ones who create jobs. Yeah, but yes. George Galloway, he has a place in my land. He's a cool guy, and the wife. Yeah, I think he's married to a Muslim woman. Not that it matters. And they have a young son. Yeah, Galloway is my hero. I mean, I love it. I still watch his debate, great debate with Christopher Hitchens back then when they were debating the Iraq War. And Christopher Hitchens is another hero of mine from the Brits. Not that I care about Wazungus, but I just mean intellectually, not necessarily what he stands for. So yeah, Mabri is joining me. Karibu sana Mabri, Malaysian wife. Yeah, Malaysian. Francis Rungu, karibu. I see. Oh, ingieni wana kondo. Ingia. Mabri, karibu sana. What's on your mind?
Saseni.
Fiti.
Leo finally nimejipata huku hii masaa ya watu wakubwa.
Wewe unakujanga asubuhi, sijui una travel, lakini wewe alafu unapotea sijui wiki ngapi. Hata nilikuwa na wasiwasi nikapigia nikapigia Nurdin Haji wakutafute.
Nakupea namba nitafutage huko.
Sawa.
But nilikuwa travel actually, nimetoka Nakuru.
Wewe usiseme pale huko ndio utafutwe ufanye kitu kufanyikie bwana.
Wacha, I cannot be scared bwana.
Wewe ni
unboga. Ndasema si wakuje, kwani how many times can they kill a man?
Si nimeona wamechukua nani? Mtu huko Embu. You didn't see that?
Do you know how many times can they kill a man? Just once.
Yeah, ni once kweli.
I'm not scared bwana. Hii uoga enda uzie watoto wao huko. Nini? Kama tuitie the banging and the gongas of this world.
Huyo jamaa alivunja rekodi, lakini that's another story. Anyway, so what's on your mind kisiasa?
I've seen some new developments, what's happening with the new headlines of maybe a new alliance and everything. And I think politically speaking, things are aligning, but if we're not careful, we'll just go back to the problems of our past, whereby like we have to choose between the best of the worst. Because in the
Right.
in the other side, I can see Rigathi is joining with Kalonzo
Kalonzo. Yes.
and the likes of Jeremiah Kioni and everyone, and I'm like, they now want to act like the angels. Um, you saw like Kalonzo actually put a petition in court about the Adani, you know. Then I'm like, why now? Why now?
Right.
Where have you? These things have been happening. Um, there's a whole lot of confusion, but maybe we can unpackage them one by one. And I will start with easy political innuendos and gimmicks. Point number one, let's talk Kalonzo being a Wiper party leader. We saw what happened with Rigathi. Some of his MPs actually did vote for Rigathi to leave against his wish. Did they get punished? Did they get punished?
Ebu, let me ask you this, because I see that the people of what was that place that Nani ametoka, Madhira, wanataka kutoa the MP there because apparently the MP also voted to remove Gachagua. Is that right?
Yeah,
But how are they
but
going to remove him without IBC?
no, I don't think anyone is going to be removed. History IBC has been deliberate. It's been the song since even I think was the first thing the Railas were campaigning for. You remember with the first demos and everything, and then they set up a
Yes.
commission.
Ile ya NADCO.
NADCO. Ile like twende bombers, we discuss and everything. Anyway, let's go back to Kalonzo. Kalonzo is here pretending now to be the angel, and hizi ndio michezo Raila amekuwa akituchezea, whereby I loan you some of my support, to at least balance the numbers to your favor, and then I'll act like I'm fighting you, yet I'm not. I'm gaining something. I was expecting for him to be serious, maybe. Angeanza nao ma MP wenye walivote against his will, because same MPs bado walivote yes to the finance bill. That tells you something. We don't see anyone like being recalled, or rather being punished by the party disciplinary committee. We don't see anything happen. But now the party leader wants to play like he's not part of the cabal. So maybe that's somewhere we need to look into and ask ourselves these questions. What are we doing? Ama hii ni ile mchezo ya Ruto tena. Aya, the other one.
Unaona hapo Kalonzo ameshajiweka na ameita Hanifa. Go ahead.
Now, the other one. I'm interested to know who is Jeremiah Kioni in Kenyan politics. Some will dare call him the Jubilee Party SG or something. But then by now, if I would ask you, what is Jubilee right now? Who is in Jubilee? Who is the party leader? Who is the secretary general? Like, what is Jubilee anyway? But still, Uhuru Kenyatta will claim to be the party leader. Kanini Kega will claim to be the SG. You get? A whole lot of confusion there. And now with the Rigathi now joining in, it will look like a more deliberate move for them to control us, because they will now perceive to be speaking for the people, and will not have now will stop focusing on the Vampire Diaries by Murara Kebaso. Anyone that comes in, anyone else that comes in against this government will now be perceived as the distraction. You get, because will already be like made to think that we have someone who is fighting for us, but they are not. These guys, wembe ni ule ule.
Yeah.
Na tutoke hapo tukuje, nimeona Kasmuel Kasaliti pia yeye ameteka stand.
Kasaliti.
Kasaliti yoso mlimuona akisema nani tosha,
Wanga
akisema
Raila, whatever the case is.
alisema ODM tosha. These young people. Anyway, Jana,
Yeah.
I saw a very interesting clip from Omabe. And maybe that should inform you the people are kind of getting tired with this regime. If you saw a clip where ODM, I don't know what they were addressing, or rather they were talking about Baba's usage. And I think we'll speak about that as a topic. I don't know, like we'll get to
What
that.
happened? Because I never watched the whole speech or the whole renewal. Niliona tu the only part niliona ni vile Otieno Amolo was trying to quiet everyone down, but
Yes.
watu wakasema babu, but I never saw anything to do with what's happened with Raila when he was giving his speech or whatever the case is.
No. It is not Raila. Junet Mohammed particularly.
Okay.
When he got the chance to speak, he was attacking Babu Owino and saying that if you dare try to replace Baba, we are going to beat you like a Burukenge. You get?
Yeah.
Then the crowd demanded they be addressed by Babu.
Yes.
Actually, that time when Otiende was trying to calm the crowd, they were asking for Babu because then they had denied him a chance to speak. Then Millie was like, yeah, then let's allow Babu to speak. Now, when Babu took the mic, he fearlessly told Junet Mohammed that Baba akienda you, Babu anatawala.
Yes.
So maybe that should tell you something. Kenyans will not be like conned the way they've been conning us. And hizi siasa za kuuziwa baba and gimmicks and mnaingia kwa magari mna shout. I don't think they'll work. They'll have to think of something. Now, on the same story, I'm interested to know, Baba has already launched, is a U bid, and then you are campaigning in Homa Bay. Who is the president of Homa Bay? And how many votes is he going to garner from there? You see? That should tell you something. It's either they've been cornered, because how do you go to campaign in Homa Bay? Or rather, he's trying to, whatever they are doing is just to create like populism in the nation, and lie to us, like they keep the mood in a political setting, because I was very interested. There's no strategy there, like politically and sincerely speaking. There's no strategy there which is going to win him the U seat. But two things happened, and ni vile najua watu wengi hii hawakuona. There is something that happened when Baba was launching his U seat. You remember, I don't know, kuna mahali alikuwa previously, I don't know, maybe Mauritius or somewhere. Then he traveled. He traveled to Ethiopia to join in the
The
Baba
launch.
the launch.
Who,
But
Ruto?
yes, he traveled to Ethiopia, if I'm not wrong.
Akuenda. He didn't go. He wasn't present.
But he was supposed to be there, by the way. He traveled to
What happened?
Ethiopia. This is what happened. There was this summit which was to be attended by African presidents. It's called, I could guess, the Anger something. And it's easy shenanigan to the climate and anger summit.
Yeah.
So when these other presidents realized that Ruto is going to address them, they skipped. They never showed up. But hizo ni vitu hatutaonyeshwa because they want to, like, African presidents are tired of this man because amekuwa akiwadanganya, oh, he speaks this and he goes the other way. He speaks this and he goes the other way, and so hiyo ni kitu ilikanyagua, by the way. So here to pretend to be attending Baba's UCB launch, of which I don't know what happened. He didn't make it, but if you follow, within that week Ruto was in Ethiopia because the summit was to happen in Ethiopia, and I guess they had planned it because you'd wonder why Baba would go and launch his bid in Ethiopia. So there was that aspect of, there was summit which was planned to happen. So he goes there and maybe, try to lure some of the
video
to follow.
Hold on. Sorry. This is the video you are talking about, right?
Yes. I can see Shima saying that it was Wanga's homecoming. Where was he coming from? Wanga has been with us, and either way, why would you arrange for a homecoming party?
Where was he coming from?
Where was she coming from? Because
yeah, because I know what you're saying. Wanga was in that Ethiopia unveiling of Raila's manifesto, whatever the case. Remember?
So, what was the reason for homecoming? She's now the prodigal daughter.
Let me ask everyone: what is a homecoming? What is a homecoming? Why do people hold a homecoming? Let me just get that first. What is the reason for having a homecoming? Because I think that might help inform the discussion. Because I also didn't understand it. Okay, they said it was Wanga's homecoming. Yeah,
but coming from Wanga has been with us, Wanga has been with us. She's been in this nation. You don't tell me she disappeared for 2 weeks and now she's coming back. We do the homecoming. Or you tell me she left yesterday, attended the UC launch. Then since she took more than 72 hours away, we hold our homecoming. That's not that's not a reason enough to have a homecoming. Unless you are talking of she traveled like 10 years ago, 50 years ago, you get, and she's coming back, or rather, we had lost her. She disappeared. Alikidnapiwa na Ruto. Then akaachiliwa.
I've heard that the reason for this whole homecoming thing, there's the ODM. They've realized that ODM has been losing support, especially now that there's a perception out there that they've joined the government. They've joined Ruto, and the support has been waning. So they have to create these homecomings and all this stuff to give an impression that ODM is still live and vibrant and everyone wants to join ODM. And that's why they bring people like Casmuel and all these clowns to give this this, fake Nino. But here is the Nino. Let me just play this video real quick because I know this is what we were talking about with.
Let us give Babu away. Vijana team wazee Kerala warembo wa mama majenzi tiagas. Asanteni sana. Nataka niambie serikali ya kwamba wale majenzi ambao waliuliwa wote, serikali walisema watawacompensate. We want them to be compensated. Asanteni sana.
Oh, that's an edited version because there's another one where he the point he was saying Baba Kienda. I think this is the part. I think this is it. Wait, hold on.
Haya tosha. Okwabidi nyi.
Hello. Haya. Vijana team wazee Kerala warembo wa mama majenzi tiagas. Asanteni sana. Jokanyana muntie.
Yeah, I can't find the one. But I know I had the part when he was saying Baba Kienda, and everyone was getting all excited when he say Baba Kienda. Basically, he was saying Baba Kienda, Babu ndio Tawala or something like this to that effect, and everyone was going crazy. So, yeah, Babu. I think Babu within the Nyanza province, let me just say that, Lakeside, he is the man. He is the man. Raila is the only person who is kind of, stopping him from inheriting the majority of Nyanza province support. But once Baba leaves, in case he gets to AU, then definitely Babu Owino will be the man to watch. I think at that point he will have to leave ODM or something. I don't know, because Wakina Junet, obviously, they don't seem too excited with the idea of Babu Owino being that influential within the ODM Ninio. So that's something to watch. Now, I was very curious the way you mentioned something. Kasmuel Msaliti, or whatever the case is, has joined ODM. Hanifa, we can see Hanifa is now rubbing shoulders with Kalonzo Musyoka. Yes, she came out and denied and said, no, I haven't joined the Ninio. But I don't know. To me, like I always say, if you are going to be Gen Z, or you want to start a new movement and you want to be something different from the old folks, why then do you rub shoulders with the very people who they established, the people who are a part of the establishment? That is what I never really quite understand about these people. You say you are a Gen Z, you want to bring change, but
taarifa za hivi punde zinaeleza kuwa huenda kinara wa chama cha Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka ataongoza muungano mpya wa kisiasa unaofahamika kama Okoa Kenya, unaopaniwa kumjumuisha aliyekuwa naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua. Kalonzo na Gachagua wameripotiwa kuwa wamekuwa wakifanya mazungumzo kwa muda sasa, nia ikiwa ni uundaji wa muungano mpya wa kisiasa. Mwege William na uketo wa taarifa hii.
Mirindimo ya siasa za mwaka 2027 inanukia. Kalonzo Musyoka, kiongozi wa chama cha Wiper, akipigiwa debe kupeperusha bendera ya muungano mpya wa kisiasa uitwao Okoa Kenya.
And we have our leadership also.
Ripoti zikidokezea huenda naibu rais aliyebanduliwa Rigathi Gachagua akajiunga na mrengo huo mpya. Kalonzo amethibitisha kuwa kumekuwepo na mazungumzo ambayo yamekuwa yakiendelea.
The spirit of camaraderie, even you, I want to buy you, or you buy me some coffee. I'm going to let Kamongo. Right? People must be free to associate without, being insensitive. The time for hard talk is coming.
Kalonzo aidha ameshikilia kuwa uwezekano wa chama cha Wiper miongoni mwa vyama vingine kujiondoa kwenye muungano wa Azimio haupo, akiongeza kuwa wale hawako sawa kwa upande wa upinzani wako huru kujiondoa.
Well, we'll talk to everybody going forward. Yeah, we'll talk to everybody so that we build a strong coalition. So when you talk about strengthening, actually, I think what I can tell you, a time is coming when we'll ask everybody to validate their membership in Azimio.
Kalonzo and Gachagua can have a very serious, formidable alliance, but Kalonzo has to do a lot more than he has ever shown he's capable of doing.
Misukasuko inayoshuhudiwa ya kisiasa inajiri baada ya kubanduliwa kwa Gachagua ofisini. Awali Gachagua akiahidi kuwa atatoa mwelekezo wa kisiasa kwa eneo la Mlima Kenya mwaka ujao. Ripoti za uwezekano wa Gachagua kuungana na Kalonzo zikionekana kama mpango wa kukusanya uungwaji mkono wa eneo hilo lenye kura zaidi ya milioni 4.
From where I come from, Mount Kenya region, people are with you 100%. People believe that you are the savior of this country.
The task Kalonzo and Gachagua have is to ensure what they do and say and what they stand for and be seen to stand for must resonate with the Gen Zs.
Kwingineko, ghadhabu ya kubanduliwa kwa Gachagua imetishia kumng'ata mbunge wa Mathera Eric Wamombi ofisini, eneo bunge alikohudumu awali Gachagua kama mbunge, wakazi wakikusanya saini za kumtimua Wamombi kama mbunge wao. Mwege William, runinga ya TV47, Nairobi.
Na mimi wa Wamombi simutaki hapa. Hatumutaki kwa sababu sisi ametunyima mambo zetu zote.
All right. Mabri, unasikia maneno hayo? Mpaka ajiunge na wanasema mpaka aji realign na mambo ya Gen Z. Ndio maana wako na Hanifa hapo. Hanifa is bringing the Gen Z vote. Yeah? Alafu Gachagua kuja na Mlima. Alafu Gachagua kisha kuja na Mlima. Kalonzo alete inaitwaje? Watu wa the Kamba vote. And that is a formidable opponent for Ruto in 2027 in case Raila will not be on the scene. What do you make of that? How do you see it? Is it something that they can survive? Ama Ruto atacheza nao tu kama mchezo?
They will not survive. They cannot and they will not survive. And I'm sorry if they are supporters of this alliance, the perceived opposition. Because one thing, I don't hate Kalonzo Musyoka and his people, but I don't think they'll survive. And I tell you one thing, Kalonzo right now, in his position, he has no difference with Raila Odinga. They are all betraying Kenyans. Now, Kalonzo was among the people who are selling to us that this regime is not fit to hold office. You remember, even before the impeachment of Gachagua. So if the regime, which was comprised of Ruto and Gachagua, was not fit to hold office, like now you want to tell us, now that they've removed Gachagua, all of a sudden now Gachagua becomes fit to be your friend and to align with you. Hiyo ni mchezo. Even let's look at the numbers. In the previous elections, from Mount Kenya, they didn't vote as a block, as we've always perceived. You get Raila had some numbers huko. Now in Ukambani, actually I think hapa ndio numbers kwanza zilisoi ni vile tuliuziwa block, but I can tell you in Machakos County we have like 2 MPs from UDA. You get, not just UDA, but there is this Maendeleo chap. This one for Mwengi Mutuse. They have numbers. So, Mutuse is from Maendeleo chap, which is headed by CS Labor Mutua.
Yeah.
So you get these alliance cannot hold. You cannot tell me Wamalo can command numbers in the Luya community.
Na akishikana na natembea na Atuoli.
Let me tell you, Natembea, from the way I know Natembea, hawezi align na watu. That guy is so pragmatic bwana. Hata ukamsikia akiongea. Okay, wewe uliza kwani is this alliance based on working for Kenyans, ama it is an alliance which has been created by haters of Ruto?
I will answer it like this. How many times have we had people who sound very pragmatic, realistic, reasonable, alafu at the last minute tukifika mambo ya uchaguzi unaona anashikana na wale watu ambao wanatuangusha?
I'll respond to that. Sometimes, and I even mentioned here in the last session, which I joined in, you have to, getting to win votes is a different gameplay, because ni kama lazima kuna mali nafikaga tu naimba tu baba, ukijua tu vizuri you want to get this seat. You remember us having the conversations about the Morarake Basos, because these are the people who will popularize your bid, and you have to use them need be upate hiyo kiti. Otherwise ukienda kuuzia Wakenya vile wewe umeokoka nini, they will not vote for you. They will not. They will rather go where Kalonzo wako, then after tumevote turudini tena tuteseke sisi wote. You get? But Natembea, I'm telling you, kama mtu ame observe siasa za hizi side za Kitale and huko kwao, bro, that guy is on a different level. Na ukisikia hata vile uongea, does he seem to be scared of the likes of Wetangula, Ma-DVD and everyone? Ndio Wetangula ndiye katelu mkubwa kutoka hizo side.
Papa wa Roma. Namwona no, I was just about saying, namwona ndugu yangu Melchizedek hapa, unajua amenyamaza kwa siku mingi. Hebu tumkaribishe Melchizedek. Golgotha kunaendeleaje huko Golgotha?
Tuko salama.
Niambie maoni yako. Broad based na kupeleka namna gani? Baba yako anaenda Addis Ababa. Babu amesema baba akiondoka ndio huyo. Na Meg Whitman amesema narudi Amerikani. Amechoka na mambo ya Tialala na TB na mambo ya Zakayo. Umemfukuza?
Hata mimi niko njiani. Naenda Amerika.
Unaenda
Amerika?
Unaona Trump anataka kufukuza watu huko, wewe unataka kuja Amerika Trump amesema anataka kufukuza kurudi nyumbani.
Trump ni rafiki yangu sana. Hii Kenya, nilikuwa Kenya last week. Unfortunately waliniibia bwana. Almost 100 kwa gari.
Pole.
Nikarudi Golgotha, nikasema sasa hakuna kurudi tena nyumbani.
Walikuibia kwa njia gani? Walikunyonga, ulipigwa ngeta, nini ilifanyika?
Na mtu aliona nikitoa pesa ni kama wale ambao wanapeana watu kwa ATM. So mimi nikatoka kwenda, nilikuwa naenda kutengeneza kashamba kangu wengine hapo. hapo karibu na Rongai. Sasa mtu sijui nini ilifanyika. Unajua labda nilipewa mchele. Nasikianga wanapeanga watu mchele. Nikastuka tu zina kila kitu. Anyway, I'm still alive and kicking, breathing.
Oh, asante. Mzuri. We're glad to hear that you're doing okay. Kenya
Yeah, so I was in Kenya. I was in Kenya, nilikuwa nasikia vile mambo iko. Nienda pale Jakaranda. Nikasikia watu vile watu wanapiga siasa. Sikuongea kwa sababu unajua kuna wale ambao wanatafuta likes and comments kwa TikTok. So niliona ya kwamba bado tuko tu na ile mentality ambayo tulikuwa nayo kitambo, hatuoni vitu zenye zinaendelea kwa hii Kenya yetu. We don't want to speak up. It's like if speak up utafanyiwa ile kitu.
Lakini si unaona vile nani anaongea, yule kijana ukuanga hapo Jakaranda anaitwa nani huyu? Hata
Omosh ama nani?
Wachana na Omosh, huyu mwingine wacha Nuru, huyu mwingine ambao alisema watu ambao wanaharibu Kenya ni Raila na Ruto. Wanjala.
Nani? Wanjala.
Wanjala sina nasemanga ukweli, sijaona kama amechukuliwa, na alisema wamkujie.
Hata wakujie. Huyu jamaa ameteseka bwana. Anyway, niliona hiyo ulikuwa unaongea maneno ya Kalonzo na nani na Gachagua. Unajua wenye wanafuata hii njia bado macho yao bado hawajaoneni. Unajua the real thing is hii siasa yenye inaendelea Kenya ni ile siasa duni, hakuna kwenye tunaenda juu. Huyu ndio the same person alisema ya kwamba the government we have is haisi fanya chochote vile. Nani amesema hapo kwamba how come all of a sudden kama tayari ashakuwa MP sasa wakuwa marafiki na wao ndio wako wanataka which means ni kama una boil egg at the same time unataka kuguza kama imeiva. Unaona? Hakuna siku utajua mayai imeiva bado kama bado iko kwa maji. Uwezi kama raboni. Unajua ile raboni ya unaweza busa hivi na usikie ndani imeiva. Unaona? But mayai huwezi kujua hivyo. So this is the siasa ambayo tuko nayo Kenya.
Sasa nimesikia mambo yamesema
wakina Kalonzo, wakina Baba, anybody ambayo alikuwa kwa the old people. If we are very serious with this thing, let them go home. Na vile Gen Z alisema they are tribeless, siku hizo wako na tribe. Anyway, but we need to think out of the box because 2027 is coming. It's very near. But when we are still having the same mentality ambayo watu wengine bado wako nayo, bado tutateseka tu. Tutarudi kwa ile shida.
Niliona wacha nionyeshe kidogo. Kulikuwa na sijui nini ilikuwa inafanyika Kakamega na watu wakafukuzwa kweli kweli. Sijui ilikuwa wakina nani huko walikuwa Kakamega. Maybe Mabri atatusaidia hapa atueleze nini.
UDA. Haya. Honorable. 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 Mheshimiwa Faruk. Thank you very much, Faruk. UDA. Nasema hivi. Halo. Nasema. Halo. Tulia. Tulia. Sasa sana. Anayefuata ni mheshimiwa
Ai. Hiyo ndio mambo inaendelea Kakamega. Sijui nini ilikuwa nafanyika huko. Can somebody explain? Mabri, ulisikia habari huko Kakamega nani huyo Kalwale ama?
Sorry, on that I think I'm blank. See, I was not aware of that clip. Unless ndaipitia nione.
Oh.
I'll check to it.
Okay. Hey. Anyway. Naona mambo inaendelea hivi.
In Nandi
Sahii nimeretire kwa siasa bwana.
Ati nini?
Maneno ya siasa. Nimeretire. I'm retired.
Mabri, uko nasema ati Nandi kuna nini Nandi?
Oh yeah, they are collecting signatures to impeach the governor.
But how are they going to do that without IBC? IBC have to verify the signatures. This is what I still don't get it. Eh?
No, me what I think, wacha wafanye ndio pia watu wajue the mess we are in, because history ya IBC has been a topic of discussion for the longest time. And mtukutu lies when Gen Zs tuliandamana tukasema IBC itengenezwe, that was among the first things alisema ataunda commission. I don't know, they look into what, and within 3 weeks ata-appoint commissioners. 3 weeks bado hazijaisha, by the way, ni last week to June. So yeah, we still have we still have 2 more weeks. So I think next week itakuwa March.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good question. How did the IBC clear Kindiki? The only thing Ruto got from IBC was a letter from the CEO of the IBC. And that is not good enough, because this very Gen Zs, before ata ile ninio, before ata tuende maandamano ile ya June 25th, they started signing petitions, signing kutoa ma MP, kurecall their MPs. Lakini hiyo maneno ikaenda kotini kwa sababu walikuwa wanataka kutumia IBC as it was, and the Supreme Court said IBC cannot be considered IBC without the chairperson and commissioners. Ndio maana sasa hawa watu hawezi kutolewa. So now, but when it comes to Ruto, because IBC is supposed to vet Kindiki, to vet Kindiki, but the IBC is not there because they don't have a commissioner, they don't have a chairperson. Mtu wako tu ni CEO. So how is that okay? What is good for the goose is good for the Oganda. Ama unasema Oganda.
But acha nikwambie kitu.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if you watched this series inajiita Chernobyl, the story of this nuclear power plant ililipuka in Ukraine. Yeah. And then politicians had to lie to manipulate numbers, na ika end up kwa serious mess yenye I think imeaffect watu hadi wa leo.
Yeah, sijaona hiyo series, but I know the story. I don't
just look at the series. Inajiita Chernobyl.
Yeah.
So politicians in Kenya sometimes they don't realize when they lie. Tuko hapa tunaona, and their lives in a cost this nation. Kithure Kindiki is not the deputy president of this nation, and
thank you.
Acha katiba yetu
He's
is
there
so
legally.
funny.
It is tragic, not even funny.
Me, I'm telling you for free, unaona tangu huo mbaba ingie aapishe, I've never been interested with anything hii government inafanya. I think since then hata I no longer sijuagi vitu wao usema, because I'm no longer like watu tumechoka. We are tired.
Sasa ndio nasema hivi Mabri na Melchizedek na everyone who's listening. I've been saying this. If every arm of government ambayo inafaa kuwa independent and is checking each other imechukuliwa na Ruto, mpaka the independent bodies kama IBC imechukuliwa na Ruto, judiciary Koome amekwa mfukoni, why can't people use article 1 of the constitution ambayo inasema the people are what? Sovereign. Hao ndio wanakuwa na power. Yes, and they can they are supreme, and they can either exercise their power directly or indirectly. Sasa tulijaribu indirectly by using judges, using the executive power, executive ya Ruto na legislative body, na hiyo yote imefail. So it's time for the people to exercise their power directly. Watu wanafaa waende hapo kotini waseme nyinyi Koome kazi yako imeisha. Ruto waende state waseme kazi yako imeisha. Ndio maana I think hii abduction unaona inafanyikana Embu hii whatever, huyu jamaa alikutolewa Embu, huyu business person. I think they are being attacked because Ruto is suspects hawa watu wana organize maandamano. Because remember, tulijua wakina Mpuru na hata Gachagua inasemekana pia liko behind it, na inasemekana Wanjigi unaona amenyamaza siku hizi. They were being suspected as Mount Kenya business people were behind the financing of the maandamano. So they are really cracking down. They are using their intelligence. Wakisikia tu mtu yoyote anajaribu kuorganize any kind of maandamano, unakujiwa immediately. Hata si ile ati nini, immediately unakujia. They are scared of the youth, especially.
Sorry to cut you short. I want to give you a very unpopular opinion, na nikuache uendelee maybe. Ruto sahi is like anajaribu kurevoke watu waandamane ndio apate reason ya kublame people for 1, 2, 3. Umeget? Na pale Central, I told you when Rigathi alitolewa, they expected ataenda huko afanye maandamano moja serious na akanyamaza. The peace we are enjoying right now is very dangerous to this regime because they are being exposed. Already shares umeona wako na scandals sijui how many trillions. Actually they have something almost 90 billion scandal. So hizi vitu anafanya, anaangalia wale key people from Central, anawa target ndio agitate ground waandamane, but waandamani. That's one thing yenye we are missing in this nini. Watu wamesema wacha tukupe peace, ulichuja Rigathi ukatuambia is the reason you couldn't deliver. Now that ametoka, hebu tuone vile utadeliver, and the guy has no strategy. So he ends up again. Sorry?
No, finish your thought.
Anajaribu kuagitate watu waandamane ndio apate reason ya kutublame. Time ya maandamano you saw him akisema vile sijui maandamano imekripo sijui what. Aya. Previously hizo ndo zimekuwa nini with former president. Raila ana stage maandamano, it is easy to blame him. Like, mnajua hatungeweza kufanya maendeleo juu baba na watu wake wana sabotage. Sahi this guy hana kipingamizi, hakuna mtu ana sabotage, we just want to see delivery. So, peace inapea huu mtu headache more than anything else. Thank you.
Aya, Mabri, let me play the devil's advocate. Kuna rafiki yako alisema ati tangu Gachagua atoke, the economy is improving. I kid you not. I thought this was a comedy skit. Kuna mtu sikia huko, ngoja kidogo. Huyu rafiki yako ndio huyo hapa anatuambia ati
hakuna kitu inayoendelea. Saa hii sasa kila kitu imeanza kutulia. Serikali ni moja. Unajua, wacha niwaambie ukweli. Hata shule kama uko na headmaster na deputy wake wanapigana kila siku, hakuna kitu inayoendelea kwa shule. Na mimi sijawahi ona boma niko na wazee wawili. Hata kama wewe ndio unameza chakula, bado mzee baba ndio kiongozi wa boma. Lakini tukianza kuongea kama watu wa mzee moja, yeye ndiye kiongozi. Kwa hivyo ile mabadilisho imefanyika, sasa tuendelee mbele. Tusizidi kuangalia nyuma, tuendelee mbele. Hakuna mtu ataleta chakula kwako. Ni serikali kuweka mkakati na kila kitu na mpangilio ile inaweza fanya wewe ukuwe na maisha mazuri. People just want to live. We want to eat comfortably, go to our markets. Ukitumia good roads na ukirudi nyumbani kuna stima. That is what we want. This is an order. You must make sure that all the trees, the 400 hectares that we have been given, we plant trees by June next year. We should have planted trees in the entire
Mabri, Mbadi anasema tangu Gachagua atoke, uchumi inaendelea vizuri. In fact, shida ni nini? Bei zinaenda chini.
Baba. Unanisikia?
Nakusikia, pole, endelea.
Wewe unasikiza hata wenye wamelewa mpaka wamekunywa pombe hawana hata kitu inaweza mbele ya watu. Sasa unatuletea hapa, sasa unataka tufanye nini? Unajua kuna vitu vingine hata ukiplay kwa hii nini. Hata mtu mzima hata ukiona vile anaongea, si unaona amelewa. Alikunywa pombe asubuhi, ndio ameenda akatumia huko mbele ya watu.
Huyo ni CS wa Treasury.
Bana, sijui ni nini wakikuja karibu na Ruto wanapeana. Sijui ni mchele ama ni Jiulize tu. Wewe jiulize. Vile wakina Mbadi walikuwa wanawika pale. Sasa unasikia hata sauti yao. Wamekaliwa chapati. Uliona vile nani alikuwa anaongea? Anaitwa nani?
Joe sijasikia kama anaongea.
Wakati yenye baba walienda huko Homa Bay. Walikuwa wamesema ati sisi ndio tuko kwa serikali. Nyamazeni hapa, sisi ndio tunaongea.
I'm not laughing. Hii si hata si vichekesho. This is sad story. But
it's very sad. Actually, it's very sad when watu ambao walikuwa wanatetea wananchi sasa ndio wanaongea matope mbele ya watu. Unajua it's somehow like it's very weird, you know. Unajua wakati nilikuwa Kindiki alikuwa anapishwa, unajua vile Ruto aliweka mapolisi town. Nilikuwa town. Mapolisi walikuwa maforasi nini, walikuwa nadhani tu watu watatokelezea.
Si wameogopa Gachagua.
So sahi Ruto
wameogopa Gachagua.
Ruto ako na shida moja kubwa sana. Anabaitisha vitu zenye anafanya is like, you know, yule mtu desperate, yule mtu ambaye ajui what to do. Ni Ruto sahi juu hakuna mtu anamsupport, hakuna mtu ako na yeye, so ako tu na hao watu wao na judiciary na kila kitu. Sasa anafikiria atafanya vile anataka watu wakinyamaza. Nilikuwa kwa ground, nilikuwa nasikia, nilikuwa naongea na watu vile. Unajua hii siasa saa zingine unaweza enda ukae na vijana usikie vile wanasema. Out of wenye tulikuwa nayo
Hawataki
wanasema
maandamano
vizuri. Au walisema hivi, according to what I know on the ground, kwamba this time round wako na strategy ya kupiga kura. Unaona? Wale ambao wako na kura wako na vile wanapiga kura yao. So Ruto hata aibe, afanye nini, aweke IBC kutoka hata watoto wao ndio wakuwe chairman, yeye ameenda. Na hiyo ni kitu yenye watu wanasema ataenda nyumbani mapema, na vita yenye itakuwa kama amejaribu kuiba, ona tu post election violence yenye vile ilikuwa. Na jenzi wako tayari na hii kitu, usione tu wamenyamaza tu. They are very serious about this.
So
kitu
kila mtu anangoja
inapikwa.
2027.
Kitu inapikwa. Hii kitu inapikwa vizuri.
So wewe ukiangalia kwa ground ni kama watu wana plan hii, kuna maandamano inakuja, ama wanangoja tu 2027 wapige kura? Kwa sababu mimi 2027 nikiona watu wengi wanasema nani ataiba. So what is the point?
Kuna maandamano inakuja.
Yeah.
Ambayo ni kitu yenye imewekwa ina secret way ambayo hata wewe huwezi jua, kwa sababu hii serikali ilishajua ya kwamba tukisema tunaenda nini, wanamwaga hizo umbwa kwa nini kwa street. Hakuna polisi, ni umbwa. Imagine nilikuwa niliibwa nikaenda kupiga ripoti kwa polisi. Ati polisi ananiambia sasa mtu mwenye ako na shida, sina hata ID na kile kitu, ananiambia asiutoe kitu kidogo. Nikamwambia nitoe kitu kidogo na mimi niko na shida. Ndio aniandikie tu aniandikie tu abstract, alikuwa anataka 2,000. So unashindwa kuandikiwa tu abstract, unataka 2,000. Sasa kama mtu ameshikwa ameiba, utatoa pesa ngapi? Na nawaambia mimi kile kitu imechukuliwa, kile kitu imechukuliwa, bado wananiambia, wanacheka.
Mi sasa nani Mabri, sijui kama ulisikia tulicheza clip ya Gachagua hapa, na alisema ati atatuambia the way forward huko Januari, na vijana wa huko, let me tell you something about ninio from my observation, vijana wa Central, Central is a very populated place, na wakijimwaga kwa ninio kwa CBD ama whatever, wakianza maandamano, Kenya itatetemeka kidogo. Kenya itatetemeka. And they seems to be very enthusiastic about being betrayed. And Gachagua is the face of Ruto's betrayal. So Gachagua akiamua simame aseme maandamano next week, my friend, Ruto ataenda Bungoma. I mean, ataenda Congo Brazzaville. Don't you think so? Because I see the videos coming from watu wa Central wamechoka na Ruto. Na si peke yao. I'm saying they're most wamechoka nao kushinda kila mtu kwa sababu ya betrayal. But other parts of country pia wamechoka. So maybe this Gachagua person might be that spark. The spark that will start a serious maandamano that can cripple this government of Kenya. Ama mimi naota zangu. Hebu niambie.
Yeah, I think I get you. But first, let me say pole to my brother Melchizedek. At first, I thought by the history yake kuibiwa. Maybe it was not serious, but sorry for that, man. It's just unfortunate that unaibiwa, then unaenda pale like wanataka upige simu upate kitu kidogo, uwape ndio wakusaidie, of which hata ukawape hiyo 2,000, I don't think they'll be able to recover what you've lost. But anyway, that aside, mimi I want to agree with you. Rigathi akiita maandamano, people will come in, then Ruto, there's a possibility of him leaving. You get? But mimi right now, I want to tell you something. Maandamano should be for a reason. Ukiniambia Rigathi ataita maandamano, then what? Isn't he the same devil mwenye walikuwa wanatu nini na yeye? You know, let's not forget the fact that now Rigathi amekuwa impeached, he all of a sudden becomes an angel. No,
he
not
won't.
at all. Because you know, my greatest fear is Rigathi akiita maandamano, then what? Let's assume Ruto ameenda. Will we not go back to electing the Rigathi? You get? Because now Rigathi now becomes the president. Then what? What is the difference?
No. Hata Rigathi.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like I'm not saying like he'll be the president, but what they are trying to do is, unaona, before Rigathi impeachment, there was a debate between him being the Mount Kenya kingpin and everything. But right now, simply because amekuwa impeached, he all of a sudden now starts dictating what happens, what, you know, you get my thinking.
Yeah, you feel like you have to say.
Me, I think, ukianalyze previously, in previous governments in this nation, the biggest getaway to corruption imekuwa history ya maandamano. The easiest, because it was easier to blame baba ndiye alifanya hii kitu isifanyike, baba ndiye alifanya hii isifanyike. I think right now the weapon we have, hii weapon inaitwa peace. Acha nikwambie, unaona hii jina ya peace, vile sahii tumenyamaza, vile sahii hakuna maandamano CBD. Acha nikwambie, inapea Ruto headache more than anything else. Like,
you think so?
Vibaya sana, my friend. Because sahi, no, let me tell you, unaona sahi, if you are running a business in CBD, if you are running a business, there is no business you get, because Wakenya hawana pesa. Like everyday taxations zinapanda, Wakenya hawana do. Unajua utakasirika at some point, because either you'll be forced to close down, but kukiwa na maandamano tao, utaanza kuambiwa like majenzi ndio wanafanya mfunge, because hata even with the previous maandamano, it was the business community. The business community ndio walitokea wakaanza kusema mazetu, acheni tufanye kazi. Go back to time ya baba akiita maandamano, it came a point whereby the business community walisimama wakasema, mazee, mnafanya tusifanye kazi, tumerealize government, tupeeni Ruto, sijui tupeeni Uhuru na Ruto chance wafanye kazi. You remember those sentiments?
Yes.
Hii peace inapea hii government shida, and that's the only way me I feel, if you want to remove this government, tunyamazeni, acha kila Mkenya akasirike, because they have nothing. For them walichukua gava wakijua will blame on the scandals. Now let me speak to what Mbadi just said. Akisema uchumi ina grow kwa mfuko ya nani?
Si mfuko yake ni CS.
Yes. And by the way, I'm so concerned when you hear a CS giving such comments
of treasury
giving such comments, we should be scared, because kila mtu hapa, hata umeona tu reaction ya kila mtu there's nothing like uchumi improve. They are not telling us like ati juu Rigathi alienda all of a sudden ati mabri biashara yangu ita-improve. Bro, I wish ungekuwa hapa Kenya ndio ungeelewa what is happening. Biashara kwanza zimechapa. Aya, the taxes si Mbadi tu anazi-introduce, the finance bill.
Yeah.
Si ni yetu anazi-introduce. Aya.
Yeah.
Are they story ya nini? Sorry, they are not telling us like debt imefika hapa. And by the way, I was so impressed, niliona, I think it's Mali walilipa their debt, like both external na internal. These guys are showing us how to do it. Leo kama umeona news, Tanzania majirani zetu wametupita in terms of export. Na Kenya ndio imekuwa imetawala all those years. Sahi washa to beat, because for them they've introduced their taxes around the port understandable, but Kenya, what happened? Walikuja kwanza wakatandika everyone, nini. Sahi nchi jirani soon tutakuwa tunakopa Tanzania. So mimi, if you ask me, unaona hii peace, this peace we are having, it is the best thing that we can, it is the best weapon. Na watu wataki tukiwa in peace. Hii kunyamaza hii, acha nikwambie, inapea Ruto headache, because he can blame no one. Haezi sema ati mliandamana, that's why siku ana deliver. Instead of us focusing on making policies zenye zina favor biashara za watu, I had to take my time and focus on what kina Mabri walikuwa wanaandamana pale tao. No, he can blame no one. Hata unaona. So Wakenya tukikasirika hivi the better. Me, I'm worried in a scenario whereby tunaweza toa Ruto saa hii. Let me tell you, as a country I feel tutakuwa fucked up, because vile Melchizedek tu amekwambia, the Kenyan voter hapa ni sisi tumekasirika, but the typical Kenyan voter hata sidhani yako moved. It will be the same voting pattern. Sahi Ruto akatoka, utaona baba akijirusha kwa kinyang'anyiro, and the people will vote for baba. Baba amekuwa mzuri, you get. Either way, it will be a topic for debate. The same way Kalonzo mtamuona hapo amejirusha, like Kithure Kindiki, you get. The same people will be there, but for now hii peace inaendelea kuwa expose. This peace they are pretending inaendelea kuwa expose. Acha nikwambie, this way unaona abductions ni mingi, ndio tukasirike twende kwa streets to demand for nini, aanze kuwekelea the NGOs sijui nini. This guy literally vitu anafanya to provoke people to go into streets ni mingi, but people are not giving in. Sasa ndio unaona inabidi sasa waanze kucreate ka opposition fake, kenye kanatoka State House usiku kanaambiwa vile kesho kataongea. I mean, I beg to I love like 5 minutes then I'll go back to sleep.
Haya, namwona Kip ameingia. Kip, karibu.
Nasema bro.
Poa.
Ruto,
Toa yote ile kwa kifua.
baba alisema Ruto ni meupe kama pamba.
Mimi ni nyang'au bwana.
Mimi ni nani nipinge? Baba alisema Ruto ni meupe kama pamba.
Siku gani?
Achana na Raila bwana. Raila is
Kwani haukusikia? Wewe uko Kenya gani? Hauko Kenya, uko karibu na Golgotha. Mtu nadhani
Golgotha. Keep Naniana is being sarcastic. He doesn't mean what he's saying. If you haven't got his drift.
I know. So the Japan is free fall, but me, I don't take the. I like it. It's very free. It's a good
najua nyini wale rende mlipatia mtu stress bana, so mko na hasira sana kuna huu mzee. So when we are addressing him, we have to be careful.
I cannot be careful about Raila. Raila is mentally ill, but achana na yeye tumbo yake. Big stomach.
Aende kabisa na kupe bana.
It's very greedy bana. Now I'm just seeing my brothers from the lake are just wanza kuwa sasa brainwashed, yani unakaa hivi unaongea na mtu. I'm not talking about guys that channel, I'm talking about personal. Nimekaa hivi na mtu bana, tulikuwa tumepigana na yeye 2022 bana, unakaa unasikia sasa anaanza kusema ati you guys don't understand what the SHA is. You need to understand what's going on. I'm like, kwani uligongwa kichwa na farasi ama ni nini? What just happened? Niko confused bana. Alafu anasema wacha tukule. Nasema utakula nini wewe personally? What are you going to eat? Bado unaniomba hapa 200,000, unaniomba hapa 2,000 shillings ya mafuta. Alafu sasa hapana bro. Nikakaa hivi na nimsewa nini? Alafu anaanza kutuma mapicha zingine za sijui ako Ethiopia, sijui baba akuja Ethiopia. I was just so pissed off, but anyway.
By the way, the funny thing about that Ethiopia thing, it was done in a hotel, right? With less than 50 people. The same people took a flight, probably a private jet, wakaenda kwa ile ninio ya Wanga, including Wanga was also there. So what was the whole deal with it? Some people are asking, why didn't he have to launch hiyo nini hapo Kenya? But anyway, need time ya kuongea, sorry.
No, it's significant that he had to do it, but most of the people who went there, what are you talking with young parliamentaries? Ni kama sasa, right. Let's just give examples of ni kama sasa huyu Salasia na Toto going to the Djibouti's guys thing at sasa we're going to praise him. It doesn't make, nobody knows who these guys are. Hata afadhali wangewekewa makalonzo za huko. But the dignitaries that went there were just useless, bana. Like, absolutely nobody who would make sense. Nobody who would actually have an impact towards your thing. Unajua kitu, let me tell you, the launch for this thing, you're supposed to be talking. I'm supposed to see Raila going to Niger, going to these other countries, and speaking to actually statesmen. Lakini hakuna mtu naona akisalamiana hapa. Sasa anakuja kusalamiwa na ambassador wa Tanzania, lakini si wa Kenya. Where was the Kenyan ambassador to Ethiopia? Where was he? Unasalamiwa na ambassador wa mgeni. Do you understand how stupid that is? Badala ambassador wako, you've been sponsored by the state. Your ambassador should come and pick you up because it's a state project. Like, honestly speaking, ni kama hata hataki kitu bana. Honestly.
That's, you know what? That might be true, because I was thinking about this. I feel like the whole AU thing is just to raise his stature. Yani kujaribu portray as he's bigger than life in Kenya. He's bigger than, he outgrew his breeches ya Kenya. So ndio akirudi after failing, akitaka kituka hii broad base ninio, hii mambo ya change of the constitution walete BBI, which is NADCO. Ruto will use those language, maneno atasema, you know what, baba mpaka tumwekee, we have to accommodate vile ulikuwa nasikia Kaluma. If you listen to Kaluma, he usually echoes what Raila thinks. Okay, wanasema kuleta hii mambo ya diversify leadership as it is in the constitution. Baba unajua mpaka tumpatie kazi huyo mzee, you have to keep him busy. Then they divide it up, wakina nini wanaweka hapa. That's what I think, but maybe I'm wrong. Sorry.
No. He doesn't want a seat. He's just going to be like, from the time he was premiership, that was the last seat he ever wants. He uses proxies. If you notice that.
By the way,
all he just wants
proxies.
Yeah.
Sasa watuongeza watu wengine wa ODM, people from Central, I'm sorry, you're going to be orphaned completely. Mtatolewa uzi chungwa. Who are these guys now? Nobody cares about them. Ndio walienda karibu jina zao huko Central. Sorry?
Si kwa ubaya. Baba anakuanga na ako na miaka ngapi?
Nani? Raila aligongwa na farasi kwa kichwa bana, acha na wazimu bana, leave him alone. That guy.
Ako na miaka ngapi? Sasa mjibu swali.
It doesn't matter age. Trump is doing very well right now and they're the same age.
Unajua
ukienda
huko
na Biden.
According to the scientists, say that in Africa, and if you are a grown up like 70 years and above, you become a child. So I think Raila is becoming a child and people doesn't know.
Not necessarily. No, actually, that one I have to kind of correct. It depends on the individual. If you have a strong mind, you can stay very bright for a long time. It just depends on who you are. Ata umzee, he's not very stupid. He's just I don't, unampatia miaka kobole ama 10 hivi imetosha bana, and then he's gone bana. I'm sorry, it sounds that vicious, but what is he chasing now? I don't know what he's chasing now. He should be like, if I was him, you go rest bana, you go relax, see uenda kuona wajukuu. It's the twilight of your life.
That is greediness. Raila has what is called the greediness. That's what is disturbing.
Kuna kitu someone said, a professor, I don't know who it was, which is true, which I think is true. Raila amependa sifa. He likes being praised. He likes walking around and people. Hata ukiona vile alikuwa anatembea kiingia kwa hiyo whatever launch. Hata ukisikia speech yake after that in Homa Bay anasema, mlisikia vile nilinguruma, nikasema tukutane uwanja. He likes that praise and stuff. So he can't live without.
Atapata kura mbili, ngojeni muone.
No. Atapata unaongea juu ya AU.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was trying to analyze for people, and people think that nani anajua mtu wa Djibouti? We don't know who he is. It's the same thing. Those guys don't know who Raila is. They don't know who Raila is. So the way we think he's famous, the rest of Africa don't know who the hell this guy is. So I'm just telling you, the same way Amina will fall, they are the same level with Raila. They're just government ministers of Kenya. So if I keep repeating this, francophone countries vote the same way. If they've decided they're going for this guy, they all go together. And then again, it's a tribal thing. If Muslim countries want to go vote for their fellow Muslim, they'll go for it. Mwache kuja kutuambia, oh, look at Raila's agenda, look at what. These are all African foolish heads of states. Unafikiri wataona agenda ya Raila waseme this is the perfect agenda? You're kidding me. It's absolutely garbage. Atiangalia agenda ya Raila. Look at his launch. He looked clever. That is a show for the Mzungu, by the way. It was not even a show for the African state. Hakuna mtu atakuja kukaa hapo one president wa Tanzania na watch ati I want to watch what Raila is going to say. President wa Burkina Faso anaangalia anasema maybe he's going to sway me. Hakuna. This thing has been decided a long time ago. After you 10 billion unless they're saying that the 10 billion is to bribe, yeah, then I understand. And these are equally rich people because of Meiba. I don't even know what you were talking about here, because at the end of the day, unless you talk about the 10 million to ferry the Kinawanga, to ferry Ruto's concubines, 20 of them, Nani Abebe Zake, Kindiki, like that is the only way you can tell me that 10 billion has gone. Otherwise, there's no campaign. There's no campaign. Hey,
he's 10 billion is a lot.
Yeah, it's about 200 and something million dollars. It's a lot.
Not 200
200
million.
something.
200 million. Is a million, near million. 1 million is equal to 1 billion. So it's 10 million US dollars. I'm just, if the dollar is $1 is 10 shillings. I mean 100 shillings. Just to Ninio. I don't know the rates now.
You're making your currency look like shit.
What's the rate?
Just checking now. So to fingerprint too. So we're looking at 100. So 10 billion.
10 billion
we're looking at
10 million.
10
That's a lot of
only
money.
7 million.
10 million?
Only 7. Actually, 7 million.
Okay, 7 million umepewa ya kucampaign. You know they're not campaigning. Wanachukua nao private jet wakikimbia nao huku na huku no pale na wanafanya hizo homecomings out. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And wataongeza ingine.
Now what? Thank you. Homecoming itakuwa every weekend.
Hiyo ni ya mfuko sasa.
Hiyo ni ya mfuko. Hiyo ni deposit. Hakuna bado ile back end. Mabri, what's your take on your baba? By the way, Nani Keep, I wanted to ask you, what's your say? Your candidate has been quiet of late. Ama napanga on the
No, I'm a launch book. We'll soon be talking about that. We're rebranding NutMegged Kenya, so we'll soon start.
Like I say, I like her resolve. She's very, very akishaamua ameamua. Of course, I'm not a fan of her, I will say that, but I like her resolve. Yali aliona kitambo akasema no, na mimi usema hivi. He hates Ruto's gas from the get.
She will never work with that idiot. And that's another thing I try to encourage people. I'm like, if you don't like a candidate, I can't stop you from saying. Kwanza napenda watu criticize my candidate because we want to see. Then I can tell her. I say, Mama, A, B, C, and D. You know, criticism is only a way to grow.
That's true.
Criticism,
Who is this your candidate, my friend?
Huh?
Who is this your candidate?
Martha Karua.
Ni candidate yako.
Keeps inufanye connection umlete hapo bwana. I'll be nice. Sitamwita conman.
Ni candidate wako yule con lady.
Nataka plug kitabu yake. So
kwenda huko.
Exactly. Hebu ngoja kidogo we nani Modo. Sijui kama unakunywa ama nini. Tulia. It's too early.
Mimi sikunywi.
Hebu ngoja na organize hapa na organize deal ambayo inaweza kunisaidia kimaisha. Kitabu yake iko kwa nini? Iko Amazon. Kitabu yake iko Amazon.
That's what we're organizing because I want to do a European kind of discussion for that. So organize with a few of you guys to see if we can.
Hebu mulete hapa tumchambue kidogo.
Hiyo siku akikuja hapa nyinyi mtaingia. Modo wewe utawekwa block. Utakuitia Bernard.
Nani? Mimi.
Wewe. Yeah.
Nitaingia na jina ingine ambayo hujui.
See, ni kama kawaida, I'll control it. Bernard, you can't say that.
vile nitachambua huyo maneno, vile nitachambua huyo mama.
Ngoja modo ngoja. Ati skip unasema?
I'm joking, by the way. We don't.
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Nisema nikuwe kama ule press secretary wa Ruto. No, you can't say that. I'll give you my number. That's my number.
By the way, let's promote Wangira's number. Ati Wangira's number. Wangira's book. Alisema it's on is it Noru it's a famous Nairobi bookstore. What is it called? Noria? Is it Noria?
I don't know the name, but it says that it can easily be delivered.
Yeah, because I think if it's online, kama yo ninio, I mean, that's bookstore. That bookstore iko kwa ninio. I think they have a website. You can order it from there.
It be delivered.
Yeah, it can be delivered. I want to read his book to see what he's up to. Like I said, Wajira hata akiwa kwa ile channel ingine, I usually watch his contribution. I think he's pretty reasonable. Si mtu akona mambo mengi. Mabdu kuna mambo ya kusema, mimi niko karibu kufunga duka. Ama mnataka kuingia gossip sasa? We Ani na nani Gypsy mnataka kuingia gossip sasa? Tuliambiwa sisi ni gossip channel.
Hata niseme my final comment then nitoke.
Sawa.
Ngoja sikuwa nimemaliza, nilikuwa nimeinterruptiwa, ngoja kidogo. Just one second.
Okay.
Mulikuwa umesema something that's brought me to the show completely. Achana na mambo ya Raila. It's about this thing of taxation. Hii kitu ya taxation ni ujinga. Because people always compare us to Scandinavian countries. 80% of our population is informal. So unakuja tax watu wako informal. Alafu unajua most of these guys in Scandinavian countries ni either wanafanya kazi kwa gava ama they work for actual companies that you can actually tax those companies because the income is coming very fluid. Alafu kuna hii kitu ingine, taxation does not come with income. About 1.5 billion imetoka kwa economy just like that because people have been fired due to taxation. Because you cannot sustain this. So Mbadi is a fucking fool. Again, right. Corruption. How can you tax and don't bring government efficiency? Ukikuja hapa kwa Scandinavians ama hapa Europe, let's say any other country. At least unaona hiyo pesa yako enye umetaxiwa inafanya kazi. Kuna mabarabara, kuna healthcare. Hata kama healthcare ni ya kulipa, ni very cheap, very reasonable. Barabara ziko. Local authorities, like I told you, I'm a conservative. Local authorities, uchafu yako itachukuliwa. Shule zako zitakuwa hapo. All those things. Lakini Mbadi things that if he comes into your pocket akuja kwa M-Pesa yako, watu watafikiria kwenda kwa mattress. People are going to go back to the mattress.
Yeah. In fact, not to interrupt you, but nasema hivi, that's why he wants to go after you aninio, hizo M-Pesa transactions and all that stuff. Kwa sababu amejua vile umesema, the informal sector ndio is the majority ninio. That's how people make their money. So he knows it's very hard to track down how people, unless everyone is doing, because right now everyone is using their phone to pay bills and pay each other.
Yeah.
That's why he wants to tax every transaction kama ukanenio. Alafu, so ile kitu watu watafanya, to your point, hiyo mambo ya chini ya mattress, that means people will go back to using cash. So you can't trace it and you can't tax it. It will be hard. Unless akwa na makanjo police everywhere in the news. So that's a good point, Nani. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah.
And in December, because I was home for about 4 months. Unajua biashara wamekuja they're not doing pay bills. Unaambiwa uende kwa agent, you're told to go to an agent, alafu unaambiwa utoe. Do you understand the process? So what would happen is, you have M-Pesa, you're told to go to the agent will throw the money into
okay.
It's similar to what cops do. cops don't take bribe on M-Pesa. They ask you to go withdraw an agent. Now businesses have reverted to that. It's like if you want to pay for it, you're used to M-Pesa, you're told Z, go agent to a Pesa, the guy gets his cash. Like I'm telling you, money is not flowing the way the government wants right now. That is why last year was difficult. Taxation does not work the way they think. What the IMF is doing is to keep us poor. To the point that we're desperate, where we'll be growing yellow maize on the behest of industrialized sugar. You know, sometimes you guys, when you watch this little breadcrumbs on Akutumia, you don't understand that those are breadcrumbs. When they are taxing sugar, it is indeed to do that, so that they say, no, why don't we grow our own industrial sugar? And then now, the other day, alikuwa hapa Laikipia, he was talking about land fragmentation. You know, with the land fragmentation is going to say, oh, no, you can't do that, it's illegal, we're combined. I used to say to switch to commercial banking, commercial farming. No, industrial farming. Big difference. Commercial farming ni ile chakula sisi tunakula, we grow a lot of maize, we grow a lot of wheat, we grow things we eat, rice, whatever it is. And then what would happen is surplus inenda towards the population. IMF wants to encourage us to go into industrial, meaning we'll grow food that we don't even eat. So when we grow food that we don't eat, for example, like giving you a very good example, we'll grow beetroot, we'll grow corn syrup. I mean, what do you call it? Yellow maize, which will create industrialized sugar. It will create corn, so that we'll be sending oil. So it's going to be processed outside. So we'll be sending the raw material. Then just like the way we've been doing with cotton, we've been doing all those things, it will be sent outside to be processed outside, giving jobs to other people. And then we buy the finished goods. That is what industrialized is. So again, they're making money double from us.
Yeah.
That's what hiyo kitu ya public housing. Hao watu wenye wamefragment the land, what will happen with them? They'll be told, hey boss, do me a favor, tumekujengea nyumba hapo, hebu toka kwa hii land. And you know how they're going to be removed from the land? It's what Bill Gates is doing. It's whereby designer seeds, designer seeds are patented. I'm not allowed to plant those seeds in my farm. Hata ikikuja cross pollination to my ground, I can be arrested for that.
Absolutely.
So yet you cannot afford to grow those seeds. So at the end of the day, you have to give the land back to the industrialized companies that Bill Gates will be controlling. So boss, we are in trouble. We are in big trouble.
I made this video like I think a year ago. Vile Ruto, not a year ago. Vile Ruto aliingia tu hivi a month after that, I made a video about that, about hivi vile cross pollination from hizi Monsanto patented seeds wanaweza kusue. In fact, there are some farmers who were taken to court in US. Bill Gates, by the way, they want to wanataka kumpeleka kotini in US. Meanwhile, Musalia Mudavadi na Ichungwa wanamwambia, please, you're welcome. Do whatever you want in Kenya.
So Amsterdam, what are you talking about? Amsterdam wanasema letter vaccine ingine ya ujinga.
Go watch what's happening in Poland right now. Poland wako ninio, they are up in smoke. Wana ninio, wako maandamano about the same thing. So unfortunately, like all this makes sense. I've been telling people kuna kitabu nafaa kutumia Sikona. It's been a while. Confessions of a economic hitman. He explains all this thing. IMF inakuja na kuambia what you need to grow and what you can't grow. Water supply yako, every land, they tell you what it is. Na ukikataa, guess what? Kudeta wanakutoa. So Ruto is a proper.
Education is the other thing. They want us stupid. They want us very stupid. Watoto wa Gen Z wenye wamepigana hapa, sini because of free education.
Yeah, this is all in fact, 2 months into Ruto's ninio, vile alienda kutoa ile ninio speech yake huko Paris, watu wakasema, hey, he's the next great president. I was like, no. This, anaenda kwa World Bank anasema, no, we need to restructure the financial institution, international, watupatie better loans. No. Mali, this Sahel nation, walisema, we don't want your money. We don't want IMF money. Sisi, we have enough industries that we can revitalize and pay our own debts and not depend on this IMF World Bank nonsense. And they did it, okay? I mean, Mali at least did it, okay? Na knew they'll be soon doing it. Burkina Faso is in suit na ile nyingine. Right. So, for Ruto to go kutana president wa World Bank and hey, we just need some better loan terms. Basically, that's what he was arguing. To party 30 years and with low interest rate. What the? Anyway, get that book. It will open your eyes. It will see. Yani utangalia kama president ukiangalia. Huh?
Text me. I've given you my number there. Text me.
Okay.
That's +44.
Hii ni namba ya what's your area code? Hii ni ya Kenya. Or +44. Okay. 44 ni is it England?
Yes.
Oh, nishiseme. Sawa. Wewe nakutumia sasa hivi.
No, it's okay. No, I don't care. People, me siogopi bana. I'm not afraid. You can I'm one of those guys. Kuja unitafute. It's fine.
Utashikwa na Faruku huko alafu useme ni Kenya Rebel. Unajua watu unaona wakina Ani wakina Ani wana catch flack kwa sababu yangu. I'm sorry wakina Ani na Gypsy Corner.
When your time is up, it's up, bana. That's it. That you can't just live like that. I used to say, I don't want people to know who I am. I don't want people to know my name. It's garbage.
Right. But at the same time, you have to be careful too. Hata kama time yako haijafika mpaka ninio. Naona KK hapo kwa ninio kwa chat hapo. KK anasemaje? That is good that she's gone. Now it's time after pressure must go. Hana protector. Like I said, Meg Whitman kuishia, we can be happy because she was really intrusive. Alikuwa anataka kucontrol yani kwa kila kitu. I mean, Kipushona ambassador wa Kenya kivisit visit Minister of Finance or Exchequer or or England or whatever the case is.
No.
This mama alikuwa anatembea every minister CS from Badi, Joho, huh?
They're not allowed because at the end of the day, she only is allowed to speak to her peer because she's the direct representative of the United States president. So what she does is go speak to her peer, which would be the president of Kenya. Why are you talking to ministers for? Why you're supposed to be neutral? Again, who the hell are you to tell us that? Oh my God. That's why sometimes I think that fucker is a con man. Amemkasirikia alafu anakuja kumsalamia the other day. Ati amekuja Karen kumsalamia. Sometimes I think his face of betrayal is fake. Anajifanya ako betrayed. I don't think he's a liar.
No, it's a game. It's a game. Are you figuring this out now?
I'm figuring it this year, bro. When I used to see you on the other side, I was like, man, this guy is too rough, man. He needs to chill out. Man, see, we're going to win. In a way, like, Kana, Azimio, man. I was like, yo, but you don't know, Raila has helped us. That's when I had blinkers. I did not know. You know, sometimes you don't know you have blinkers. Till you know. You think somebody's being rough. But that guy has seen something you're not seeing. Sometimes it's very important to listen. Like, I used to be against Trump by there. I was like, oh, Trump is an idiot. Oh, man. His life is so flamboyant. He's in Kasema. Sometimes, bro, just take a step back. Does he say, does he do what he says?
Right.
Hata kama naongeanga nangoa moja mbaya hapo. He still says he'll build a wall. And he builds the fucking wall, man. Like, honestly, he builds it.
Yeah.
Sema, ban all Muslims. Sorry, that was a bad one. But you understand the premises. He does what he's going to do. He does it. And you vote for him, unasema yes, nimemvotia.
Yeah. and at least he's really hapendi vita vita. I mean, he's trying to make things right now. Mambo Russia, Ukraine. Of course, I mean, going back to Meg Whitman's resignation, I don't think maybe tunaweza kuwa na ambassador ambao who's less intrusive. It just depends vile Trump foreign policy yake itakuwa, because
if the policies are benefiting the US,
right,
and the blueprint is already with Meg, don't you think ataacha report yake? You know, Americans have procedure.
Yes.
Before they leave, she's going to give her report and they'll read it, and then the next ambassador will be like, oh, this was benefiting the US. Okay, we'll continue. But why did she leave? Oh, she did A, B, and C. Next time itakuwa undercover meetings, you'll see. So yeah, we might be happy now, but we'll have a cloak and dagger person, and it might even be worse.
Yeah, depending on how it goes. Because siku za Kennedy, I mean, Kennedy alikuwa na promote Africa ku, you know, watu wasome, wakina Tom Mboya and all that stuff. At least back then. But they'll always try to control Kenya because, of course, there's this global chessboard ambao watu wanajaribu kukonka hegemony ya American, British, Anglo-Saxon rule over the world. Kwa sababu wana compete na Russia, and always in every part of the world, whether it's Asia, you know, unacheki North Korea wanna lean towards BRICS, and South Korea, the capitalists with the Americans and stuff. Africa pia is divided that way. South Africa ndio wanajaribu kwenda na, you know, BRICS. So they'll always try to influence our nini. But if we can get an ambassador who at least cares about, you know, anaweza not cares, but let me say, Anna is more vocal and is speaking against easy abductions, easy corruption, easy vitu zinafanyika Kenya, which are ninio wajitenge nayo, to put more pressure on Ruto to govern or leave. Of course, they can't tell him to leave, but just, you know, put more pressure on him because he's their stooge. That would be at least something better. Meghan was a catastrophe, but yeah. So we can only hope, yeah.
No, she was not. She was not the way you think. She's a billionaire. Yeah.
Right.
And as a billionaire, these people are psychopaths. Like most billionaires are. Let's be frank. Most people in big seats as CEOs are actually psychopaths. It's just that they don't kill. There's a big difference. So empathy for the people she was leading in Kenya, she didn't care. She just wanted more money towards the lobbyists, the American lobbyists. You know, she's a Republican. She's not even a Democrat. She's got Republican.
But she's not really a Republican, like hardcore Republican. Kuna wale Rhino. We call them Rhino. I don't think she was a strong Republican.
So, like, her tendencies are bring businesses. Like, I'm very sure after she's left, there's a lot of American companies that have gone into Kenya undercover that we don't even know about. Amefanya backdoor deals with Ruto that are either mining a lot of our stuff, alafu atenda kukulia huko US. So what she needed, I think she's gotten by the let's just be frank. She used to run, I think, Philips, or she used to run. Meg Whitman is a
Philips Morris.
That's a beast, man.
I just know alikuwa CEO eBay na Hewlett Packard, whatever the case is.
I thought it was Philips, but I just know it was a technological company. She's not a joke, man.
Me, I think alikuwa anataka tu kwa resume yake aseme alikuwa ambassador to Kenya. What she does is she basically takes orders from probably Pentagon, CIA, you know, maintain our colony, US, with the help of the British, of course, because the British still rule. Don't be fooled. The British and the Roman. Well, the Roman Empire. The British is the part of Roman Empire. They're still in power. We just don't know it yet. But anyway, that's you need tutaingia conspiracy theory hapa na tutapotea huko kupotea. But it's interesting if you look at
You're right. She was part of HP. Sasa mtu kama huyo, her wealth is she's more wealthy than Ruto.
Of
Like,
course.
you know how much she has? She's got 4 billion.
But you know what? Hold on.
4 billion.
Don't be surprised if Ruto is a dollar billionaire. Because these are billionaires. I mean, I get it. She has 4 billion.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Let me give you an example. Do you know how much Saddam was when alitolewa? How much he was worth?
How much?
Charlie he had more money than the richest person on Forbes. How many billion was it? Like almost 70 billion then. Uliona zile gold walichukua Iraq?
Yeah.
Zile US walikuwa naiba.
Yeah. That was him.
Charlie.
Yo, now I'm getting it. Yo. So
Ndio
yeah,
nakwambia.
yeah, Ruto could be there.
Ndio nakwambia, listen, hao wakina Ruto, Raila, Uhuru, I mean the family that is.
Unajua Chirchir na
Hasa kuna do.
Yeah, na hizo mdomo zao zinaonekana kama zinataka kunuka. If you ever look at Chirchir and Murkomen and you look at their faces, ni kama mdomo zao zinataka kunuka bana. Like, it's like those guys, I look at them, I get irritated.
Wewe utakujiwa shauri yako. Just because they're not in Forbes does not mean that they are not richer than Meg Whitman. Whitman yake alitengeneza tu ile, na by the way hizo ni zake ambazo Forbes inakwambia zile the one we can verify. Unaona kuna zile zile mpaka uangalie Pandora Papers ndio ujue how much somebody is really worth. So yeah, but
squeeze in Dubai. That's
Dubai. Yeah. They still tax haven all over the world. They are known, whether it's in Cayman Islands, Dubai, or whatever the case is. Yeah.
Cayman, after the Cayman Papers, nobody puts it there anymore. Yeah, hakuna mtu anaweza kaa hapo bana. Utashikwa. It's very scary.
Listen, how watu they live by different rules. Unafikiri okay, seriously thinking, unafikiri nani ataenda kushika Putin? His name was there. Putin, nani ataenda kushika Putin? In fact, the funny story about Putin, unakumbuka vile alienda Saudi Arabia. Was it Saudi Arabia or Saudi Arabia, and it was warned that was it Saudi Arabia or South Africa, one of the two. Walikuwa namuona ati haizi kwenda whatever, watamwarrest. Ulisikia ICC walisema ati wataka warrant of arrest of sijui nini.
Yeah, it was South Africa. It wasn't Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
He told him, kwenda huko, acha mzee kuja bwana.
Charlie alifly huko, and by the way vile alikuwa anasema, vile alikuwa anapita ninio, what's this ocean, hii inaitwaje, Black Sea, whatever the case is, ukienda Russia. Vile alikuwa anapita on the air, all the US ninio, inaitwaje, zile ma ninio ships ziko stationed hapo.
Warships.
Yes, those warships. Aircraft carriers na carriers zote. They were without power for 2 hours vile Putin alikuwa anapita. Walijam hizo minio zote. They had no power for 2 hours Putin akipita. Kaambia fuck you. Nakwambia Charlie ndio nakwambia they play by different rules. Ama billionaire. So mnasema Cayman ati usijue tashikwa. That's why unaona kina Ruto wanatembea vile wanatembea, because they have people who are protecting them, but it's up to the people to remove them. Of course, not Putin. Putin is a different case and so forth. But
unfortunately,
but anyway,
very content.
Yeah, it's the problem, and he knows. Ndio maana mimi usema hivi, the problem is not at it's not the okay. Ruto tunadividiwa. They are playing into our weaknesses. Weakness ya Wakenya wote ni ukabila. That's number one.
Yeah.
Okay? So that is what Ruto is playing into. Ndio maana unaona hizi coalitions za ujinga, sijui Kalonzo na Gachagua, sijui Raila na watu wa Nilots, sijui nini. It's just easy funny games, and we are buying into this nonsense. Wakishashinda election, what happens? Si unaona wanashikana wote tena again, wanaanza kushikana, sijui broad base, blood base, sijui nini, alafu approach tena nini another elections, samba coalitions tena. It's the same silly games that we play. because we are falling for it.
Different toilet.
Exactly. So mpaka watu waache hizo ukabila, and watu kao Okia Mtata wakiwasimamia mnasema Okia Mtata ni chizi ana do uchali uchali ametupa mbao. So alafu mnasema one thing that gets me, and I'm sorry for those people who are for like civic education. Civic education in the history of the world haijawahi kutoa a tyrant. Kebaso is taking your money for fun. Atichali anataka pesa ya nini? Kebaso needs to be stoned.
Charlie, have you seen the people he surrounds himself with in Twitter? Come on, some of those guys are the most women. I wish the liberal women. Wasichana wanasemanga, oh, sijui, you know, this leftist talk, eh? But I'm not red pill, so don't worry. I'm just saying that.
I don't care.
These guys are red pill. Like, honestly, the guys who follow Kebaso are red pill, even Dani. The things they say about women and rape. I love Nasema, that's the guy who want to be a president. Come on, guy. You know, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. Watch the people he surrounds himself with. Yeah.
This is what I said. I really observe kitu. Can you see now the trend? Hanifa ndio huyo ameshikana na Kalonzo. Kasmuel ameshikana na Kasmuel akona ODM. Morara, we know he's a Ruto protege, asijifanye. So all these influential so-called people, they are attached to this same political elites. But wakikuja maandamano, they are playing us as if we are, hawa ndio watu wa Gen Z. Hanifa is not a Gen Z. Hanifa is 65. Niliona birth certificate yake. So anyway, that's a story for another day. But that's what it is. Na kuona Annie, na kuona Miss Wanjiku hapo anasemaje? She tried to be a governor in California as a Republican, but failed over 10 years ago. Since then, she switched to support all Democratic candidates. Yes. Anyway, Nani, Annie na Gypsy Corner, you are blacklisted. Msilete hapa mambo yenu. Nimeambiwa mko na channel yenu mna gossip. So wait, keep eta kaongea na best yako, man. I don't know, he's going through something.
Wajana na troop yangu, hao ni watu wangu bwana. Hata na this is my team.
Aliingilia Gypsy for no reason.
It's their hobby by the their friends. Wanafuatana kila mahali, wataenda kwa Mtembei akifungua, wataenda kupigana huko.
By the way, what happened to Mtembei? I mean, I know it's still on, lakini hakuna madebates huko. That was a good channel. Thanks to Mutembei, by the way. Shout out to Mutembei if you're watching this. Alikuja akanisalute siku moja. So hey, rebel salute.
He's more interested in the news. That's where the money is, huh?
Or maybe walimpigia simu akamwambia Charlie.
No,
controversial.
It's nothing like that.
Oh yeah?
Think about it. To have a guy full time running your stream and it costs money.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have content from news, why rock the boat? You know?
Yeah. Hey, Mutembei was legendary. Thanks to him. We are the offshoot of Mutembei. Brother Benson, asante for stopping by. Please subscribe kwa Brother Benson pia. Anyway, keep minko karibu kufunga duka. What's
keep company.
Asante. Ani mnataka kugossip, mwanze mambo ya sijui executive host. Captain ako wapi atuletee mambo ya executive host. Brother ako keep.
See him invite hapa bana, you talk.
I don't know where he is.
I'll tell him to come to your show, Musalamiana, because you're the same. You know, we are Kenyans.
Yeah, watu stop hapa sasa hizi, hata watu wa huyo ngambo yako huko wana stop hapa kwa time. Alex amekuja hapa wa time. Black nani tena? Njiru alitubless hapa pia. Njiru alikuja hapa siku moja.
He's still celebrating. Bado akona mashot sahi. Boy wake amewin bana.
Jiru pia is one of those akiendanga hiyo ng'ambo ingine mi uangalia sana. Jiru washa moto huko.
Wow, that guy is a true believer.
True believer. You need people like that in your movement. You need people like that in movement. Hawana mambo ya ku half-ass vitu. They are full-fledged.
Trump akimula down bana atamtukana. That's what you call a true believer. That's it.
Jiru ndo vaurudi bana.
Like that with Raila. I was a true believer. Kwanza mtu atatusaidia.
na nani anaitwaje? Stone PK. PK pia.
Moto bana. Hey, that's my boy. That one does not mean what. That's a good thing about Stone. You don't kupelezana na mtu hapa.
Hakuna mtu wacha niwaambie, hakuna mtu amechoka na Ruto kama Stone PK. Stone PK tumsikia tu.
Ukabila.
No, si ukabila. I don't think it's ukabila. I don't think it's ukabila.
No, he hates it. He hates it.
Yeah.
The fact that like he can go on and on about ukabila. Atasema sasa nyinyi watu mtu yetu, he hates that thing so much. So unakuja kumwambia mtu wetu asijui anze kudivide the country into pieces. Atakwambia wacha ujinga. This is how this block is voting. This block is voting. This nachukia mambo. Come together. That is true.
So nipigia Tanzania tu na why should we still talk about this guy? Constitution ya nini? Why are we wasting time with this guy? We should remove him.
It's true.
So
we're talking about a piece of paper. No, we're talking about a piece of paper, Kenyans. If Ruto and Uhuru never followed the constitution the way it was designed, it is a piece of garbage paper. It's garbage paper. There's nothing we're telling you about constitution. I know Wangira likes talking about constitution.
There you go. Nilikuwa nataka kuleta kwa Wangira. Wangira, you missed today. Wangira. But anyway, endelea.
I'll shoot him your number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mambo ya constitution mimi niliachana nayo. It's a piece of toilet paper to me.
Lakini without constitution sasa tutaanza kuchinjana. Tasema hapa ni kwangu, hiyo duka yako ni yangu. That's the counter argument.
We start from the beginning, exactly. Tuone mpaka tujue ni mbaya.
Wewe. Kuwana is not, I mean, listen, kuwana it's fun ukisema, but when you actually see watoi, unacheki watoi wamechapwa.
No, okay, now when you talk about children, then that is different. Yeah.
But that's why, I mean, what do you think war is? War hakuna ati sijui ati nyi watoi. I mean, look at what's happening in Palestine. God bless Palestine.
I reframe that one then. Yeah. When you talk about kids, that is different, but hey.
That's what I'm saying.
As adults, malizane wote.
Yeah, but unajua watu wakianza kuona kuna mtu atasema ati wacha ni hawa mababa alafu ni wacha watoi. I mean, it gets smacky. So vita, no way. Vita, if we can do it peacefully, and your maana it's better kama ni Ruto kumtoa ni through popular revolution. Of course, Ruto atatumia hizo forces zake, achape watu bunduki, but at the end of the day tutamtoa alafu tunampeleka ICC na afungwe. So yeah, but Stone PK ukipata nafasi, Stone PK I know you're watching somewhere. Nakuona Stone PK, nakuona hapo wewe. Tafadhali come bless the channel one time. Julie hata wewe pia kuja bless the channel. Mara moja. I'm not poaching anyone, but you can always stop by and say hi. Like a tattoo, whatever. Anyway, last words keep.
I'll bring Bernard here. Oh,
Bernard Mgani?
That's the whole point.
Bernard the host.
Yeah.
Of CIS. You know what? That would be a classic. Yeah. For real. Imagine.
I don't think you're friends. That's the thing. We'll talk mtembe pamoja.
Just imagine. Mina Bernard tunaongea. Can you just imagine how that will be? We can break the internet, Ama.
Yeah, and then you go to his show. Unajua inaitwa crossover.
Absolutely. I'll be nice.
Yeah, I want that.
Hebu fanya hivyo.
I'll talk to you.
Bernard, if you're watching this, you're welcome to 30 minutes. Takuhoji. Let's iron out our difference. explain to me why you feel the way you feel, and I'll explain to you how I feel about you. Then we hash it out.
And then you go to his channel also. Musalamiane. It's good. It's healthy.
Do it. Do it.
I don't like this fight. I don't like you guys fighting. It's so good.
I already nilisha extend my flowers, peaceful flowers of peace.
And I like
kama
that.
Kuna kitu vile moja alisema, kama kuna kitu ambao niliwakosea munisamee. We shall iron that out. Work it out. That will be ama unaonaje?
Yeah.
Ati Mutembe is in London?
Yeah.
Sawa, ongea naye. Bernard vile nilisikia kana ongea last time. Niko na mavenom. Kasema if you can pull it off, if you can pull it off, tutakuweka ambassador wa Kenya to whatever the place you want. If you can pull it off.
I can pull it off. I love tunasema. My last statement, like the way Moi said, pombe ifunguliwe kila mahali.
Pombe ifunguliwe kila mahali. Ati Mutembe yako London. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Nilikuwa nafikiria kwa Germany or something. Because the address yake is like Germany or somewhere. Keep Gypsy. Keep Gypsy Corner and me out of your yenyu.
These two watafuatana kila mahali. I think they love each other.
No. Where? Annie and Gypsy Corner ni watu wangu. Vile unaona wewe uteteanga nani? Unateteanga Mahmud.
Yeah.
Annie na Gypsy ni mtu. Ni watu wangu.
Wanagonga nana bana. Those two. I look at them. What the hell? No, I like them. No, I like them.
Bernard alisnap akasema mwanzo wakikutana wakitoka ile channel nyingine wanakuja hapa Annie na Gypsy. I was cracking up. Like I nearly peed on myself. Like for real. It was funny. Ile liko ai. But Annie mwendelee na kazi mzuri, mkae mstari wa mbele. But anyway, pull that off. Your diplomatic the arrangement unaweza do hivyo. We see where it goes with it. By the way, it's true. Haina haja watu wakosane na vitu vingine. Kama kuna shida, mimi nilimwambia hata I'll tell Wangira the next time I see him. Mtamwambia, hey, listen. Mwelewane. You can go back to the channel, whatever, if you want to. It's your choice. I wouldn't tell you, but you make it balanced, more entertaining, more people want to watch. But hey, I can't tell a grown man what to do. Kama umechoka nayo, imechoka. Kama imeharibika. Inaitwanga irreparable differences. Naenda kwako na mimi naenda kwangu. Naenda baki hivyo.
It's just the way it is. We leave it alone. The day we win, we win together as Kenyans. That is it.
Enyewe, nani ametoka. We were stoned from executive.
Walitolewa mbio. Madimoni. Madimoni.
I miss PK and Julian Mato. Mato, yeah. PK Julia, yeah. Mato ujifanya head boy akininio. But you know, he's all right. He's okay. But anyway, Kip. Thank you for keeping company. Mimi niko hapa kila siku, today, tomorrow. Annie, we are moles in his eyes. Hey.
Who's the biggest mole? See, I'm the mole now.
You know, Mola hawezi kuja kwa ninio. Mola hawezi kuja kwa ninio kwa studio. Mola ukanga huko ndani. Ni ukanga kwa chat na chemsha maneno. Baadaye tuendeni huko tukaangalia nini naendelea huko. Ani, Gypsy, tafuteni jina mpya, tuendeni huko tukaangalie what's going on. Sijui what's going on over there. Sijui Mama Selina bado ndio wako huko. Ama ni nani? Squeeze sio nani Julia na PK. Sijui alienda wapi. What is going on? Hebu tupatie updates.
No, it's just the Raila thing bana. So
hiyo Raila imewatenga watu kidogo. People need some breather.
We'll cool down. We need to.
Was it that serious?
Raila is a big deal, man. It's just like the Mutembe thing.
No, Mutembei tulikuwa tunachapana, but the next day, you know what? We'll start again. Exactly where we picked it off. We left it off. But there was an understanding. Well, that was vile Jex alikuwapo, vile Ben alikuwapo, chali. Well, ukisha kwa defined ni hivyo. You won't say, but yeah, we need to breathe in a choke. I'm telling you, peace is good for everyone. But
let's also breathe up another like. Sorry?
Yeah. Saa zingine hata mi pia, like, if I go 5 days straight, saa zingine nasikia hata sitaki kuanga. By the way, hata saa zingine siangagali nini siasa ya Kenya, because I'm like, hey, imetosha man. Hizi vitu ziko stress. You know. So
much stress. We were seeing our country being destroyed. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel your pain. Anyway, keep mtakuvutia simu. We'll see. We'll connect. Annie, Gypsy, everybody else, Brother Benson, thank you for stopping by. Everyone go subscribe to his channel. He has his channel. Pia yuko kuja mapema hivi. Very nice channel. And then yuko Ani anasema Ani nitakutafuta kwa nini? Ani nitafute kwa TikTok. Niko kwa TikTok. Mbona nimejaribu kutafuta, there's different hiyo jina ulitupatia. Find me on TikTok. Same name, same ninio, lakini siongei siasa huko. I'll start linking my stuff with TikTok. Kesho nianze ku siasa iende huko TikTok. So, yeah. But anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And peace and blessing. Stay safe and keep praying to the true one God, the Creator. Peace. I'm out.
Peace out, man. Later.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Appreciate it.